Shalom, shalom. Anakna waha ibaya sha'Allah hawalakim. La'atam kal shawai ba'aracha wa kakshaya b'shme'al shah. Hey, we the Hebrew Israelites coming to you week in and week out through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shah to preach to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, Haitians, and Israelite foreigners. Repent ye, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Call halayim la Yahweh b'shme'al shah b'shem chak wadash. Wa mashana kabadim d'koyim na wa malakim shoy sha'Allah zakoyim chag adawah. Wa chasa wa shalom wa barakim la b'chaya shah hakawaya sha'Allah shalom. All right, so all praise to the Most High Yahweh, which means He exists. By Hashem in the name Yahweh Shai delivers. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Israel, the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and mercy, peace, and blessings to the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom, which means peace. All right, so this is an article in RT. It reads, it says, police violently crack down on cost of living protesters. It says, demonstrations for better wages in France elicited a harsh response from law enforcement. So basically the amount of money people is making is not measuring up to how much shit is costing, you see. And people's like, yo, like, you know, they you know what I'm saying, they trying to make it, you see. But this lifestyle that is pushing in society, being that everybody takes on the ways of America, Babylon the Great, is not sustainable, you see, because you're basically dying to live, you know. You're being overworked. All right. It says massive protests against the high cost of living met with a heavily armed police crackdown in Paris on Tuesday. Tens of thousands of striking union members and their supporters filled the city streets to denounce President Emmanuel Macron's economic policies and demand better wages in the face of massive inflation, you see. This is on Twitter. Like it don't want to load though. It's all good though. It says it's in French. It says tension in corps. I don't know what that is, but it says projectiles in charge policier, and that look like it say police. So they shooting some type of projectiles because of the which I'm presuming, but it seems like they shooting something at the protesters. It says a video posted to social media shows a crowd of heavily armed riot police charging a cluster of demonstrators sheltering behind a makeshift barricade. It says while the protesters scatter almost immediately, the cops carry off a few of them, while protesters toss projectiles at them. Yeah, so projectiles are being tossed at the cops. So I'm reading again. It says the cops carry off a few of them, while protesters toss projectiles at them. Yeah, so the protesters was throwing stuff at the cops. All right, and it says another clip shows police whacking demonstrators with batons and drenching them with pepper spray, while others trade blows with the protesters. All right, so it said that it was gonna be uproars of people in the world. You see, in Matthew chapter 24, Matthew 24, you know, that it was gonna be the wars, rumors of wars, and uproars of the people in the end days. All right, it says protests against Macron's government and its policies have been ongoing since last month, when employees at Total Energies and Exxon Mobil demanded a salary bump of over 10% to compensate for high inflation. The resulting strike took a third of France's gas stations out of service, causing long lines to fill up at the remaining locations. Tuesday's demonstrations included an official action by the General Confederation of Labor with transit workers as well as auto plant and power plant workers taken to the streets along the refinery and the gas station workers and their supporters. With inflation at 6%, the cost of food and other necessities has become a heavy burden for the average worker. Energy costs have soared due to sanctions on Russian gas. Hey, the year of the turn up, you know, and they say 2023 is gonna be the year. It's gonna be a year of hell, you see. It's gonna be a year of hell, man, because there's a lot of stuff going on right now. People is starting to see things, you know. So 2023 is gonna, you know, we coming up into a heavy year, you know. But let's get some precepts. This is Job chapter 20. and verse 20, verse 21, verse 22. This is in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. And it's talking about Esau Edom, so-called white man, you see, which he's been planning his NWO for a while, you see, but now he's pushing forth. He's trying to bring his plans into fruition, you see, but truly it's going to come to no avail. All right. It says in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. He's going to be in level of difficulty, you see, because all of this stuff is being induced on the left-hand side, with the Lord using Esau to bring forth all these different things, you see. Right now, Esau, again, the Lord is using him on the left-hand side, and he's doing it manufacturing famines and, everything else, you see, but it's going to get out of his control, all right, which is all, it's all prophecy, all right. It says, in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits, and he's in straits right now, you see. People are in an uproar, you see. They want to know what's going on, you see. It says, every hand of the wicked shall come upon him, and if you look into this word wicked, let's see. It says, it's a lot. Oh, yeah. This word is Aimal. All right. So it says laborer, sufferer, wretched one, laborer, workman, sufferer, toiling. All right. So basically the working class, and who is chiefly amongst the working class? That's a lot of jakes. All right. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. It's going to be a lot of jakes coming up against his hegemony, coming up. Basically, that's why he's going to be in straits, you see. And not only Jake, you see, but you got these so-called Edomite truthers that are coming out and spilling the beans, so to speak. Let's get Psalm chapter 64 and verse 8. It's the volume 64 and 8 says, so they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves, all that see them shall flee away. All right, so a lot of people is going to, again, going back to the other verse, going to be fighting up against his man's plans, but then you also going to have some that are running from what Esau is trying to get to come into fruition. For example, that juice, you see, it was a lot of he had a lot of shit for that juice. He still had a lot of people that took it, but it was a lot of people that didn't actually take it. You see, same thing with this Karakmu. He gonna come out. He gonna be in straits. You see, you can get a good majority of people to actually take it, but he's gonna be in straits. All right, finishing it out. This is Job, chapter 20, chapter 20 and verse 23. This is when he is about to fill his belly. The Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him. So when Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, these elites, when they're about to just about get everybody karakmud up, the Lord is going to destroy him. It says, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. So when he's getting his plans fulfilled, you see, the Lord going to destroy him. It says, he shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bolt of steel shall strike him through. You see, that's Hamashiach Yahushua and the missiles. All right. It says, it is drawn and cometh out of the body, yet the glittering sword cometh out of his gall. Terrors are upon him. It says, all darkness shall be hid in his secret places. A fire not blown shall consume him. It shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle. All right. So Esau Edom is going to be destroyed by the Lord, Hamashiach Yahushua, and the missiles. All right. This is Yeshaya chapter 10 and we'll get verse 33. Isaiah 10 and 33, it says, behold, the Lord of hosts, shall lop the bow with terror, and the high ones of stature shall be hewn down. And who's high in stature right now? Esau Edom, the so-called white man. And the haughty shall be humble. Who's more haughty than Esau? You see, he has the world in his hands, due to prophecy. You see, so he's very powerful. He's very haughty, and he's going to be humble. It says, he shall cut down the thickets of the forest with iron, and Lebanon shall fall by a mighty one. You see, he's going to destroy Esau Edom with Hamashiach Yahweh Shai and those missiles. You see, so Aparat Zada was edifying. We close out by saying, call Lame La, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Bashim Kagdash. Hey, double honor said I was in the positive great military. Only told me the truth and rule well. Hey, much respect to you, brothers out there, presenting this truth with all righteousness and sincerity. Shalom, shalom.